Hello, fellow baggers, and welcome back to Bluebaggers Edge. Well, we are here today chatting about an update provided by Sam Edmund on SEN that he gave on both Elijah Hollands and, in recent days as well, Sammy Walsh. So with regards first up to Elijah, the deadline for clubs to finalise their list spots is on Feb 20th. And to quote Edmonds, he said the club will be waiting until that deadline until they make a final decision. However, he is closing in on another crack at a list spot, pleasingly. Here is what he had to say about Elijah in full.
Elijah Hollands, now he's someone who had a real challenge
about
in
him.
2025. He's closing in on another crack at Carlton, I reckon. Hasn't put a foot wrong. Healthy on, healthy off the field. He's into everything, done everything. There's no guarantee, clearly. Nothing's been announced. And Carlton will, I reckon, most likely wait until the absolute deadline. But there's a level of understanding that should he stay fit and healthy, then he's in. And a few other clubs had reached out regarding him, but the Blues know he's got the talent. They just understandably needed to see the commitment and the reliability for a couple of months, and they've got that so far. So the Motlop ACL means Elijah, and Will White's also trying to train on there and get a spot as well. I think we'll get listed via the SSP, but certainly Elijah Hollands closing in on another crack.
Now, we've spoken enough about the stand the club took after what transpired with Elijah in 2025, and it was a pretty firm message they delivered by delisting him, of course, but pleasingly, it seems as though he has turned heads over the summer. I certainly know firsthand that he has done that for me from what I saw and captured on camera in the final training session for 2025 and the most recent one as well. And it's just great to hear that internally that has occurred likewise as well. Now, we all know, obviously, how talented he is, and the fact that Edmund mentioned that other clubs had inquired about his services speaks to that within the AFL circles as well. It's just whether or not he has matured as a person and can realise his talent to truly unlock the player that we hope and know that he can be. You know, there's certainly a position within our team itself that we know he can fill as that half forward with stints through the middle, and he's shown, you know, across the journey in his time in Navy Blue that he has contributed and shown signs where he's a valuable contributor at that. So, you know, what he offers the side really does speak for itself. But, you know, end of the day, he's 23. He's young enough to forge himself a career in the Navy Blue for many years to come. So hopefully he does realise that and he does get rewarded that position off the back of that. Lastly, as well, of course, the update surrounding Sammy Walsh is equally as pleasing, if not more. I'm a massive fan of Sammy, as you all know, with Edmonds providing some clarity surrounding his contract status. Now, Edmund revealed that it is looking likely the midfielder will re-sign with the club prior to round one, believe it or not. And just a few quotes here, which I'll pop up on screen now if you're watching us on YouTube. And it says, the Blues and the Walsh camp met pre-Christmas for a conversation, and this is trending really positively for Carlton, Edmund stated. Sam is wanting to focus fully on his pre-season in an attempt to actually get through it strongly. There's a determination to knuckle down and tick all those pre-season boxes. I think there'd be some very surprised people down Carlton way if Sam Walsh had not re-signed before round one of the AFL season. So, like Elijah, you know, I know firsthand, having captured vision of him at training, and personally, I don't think I've ever seen him move with as much freedom and confidence in his body as he has for a long, long time. He's put on both size and strength, striking off tackles, and he's simply looking elite with his skills. Hopefully, he is allowed to play more of an outside game where I believe anyway, that he does his best work. And I truly believe, now, I know we all have navy blue glasses and there might be a little bit of bias here, but I truly believe that he can elevate his game back to the heights of what we saw him do or reach during the 2023 finals series that earned him the Gary Ayres medal as the best performing finals player. And if we can get him locked away before the start of the season, it just allows Walsh to focus on his footy and fitness, which he himself obviously has said with regards to that being his primary focus at the moment. Interestingly enough, I will note that when he last signed his contract, it was in February of 2022 in the lead up to that season. So hopefully the same timeline does repeat and we see a sign, seal, delivered notification from the club officially in Feb. What about you? I'm keen to hear your thoughts around Walsh and his contract. What terms would you be offering him in terms of deal length and money? But in closing, just a little bit of a reminder as well that I will be heading down to open training on Friday once again and capturing some vision of the lads on the track again. So look out for a training report to drop late on Friday across both our YouTube channel and audio podcast platforms on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you are yet to follow us, jump on that, give us a follow, give us a rating, give us a review. It is always much appreciated. And likewise as well on YouTube, if you are yet to be a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and it just helps the Blue Bagger Edge spread its wings and get seen by a few more Blue Baggers out there. Thanks as always for your support. Really do appreciate your company. But until then, we'll see you in the next one. Go Baggers.
Have you ever heard the MCG